guys, so today is the day that I finally decided to do a review on the brush kit that I ordered from Sigma. I ordered it from them on Black Friday, on their big Black Friday sale, because they had free international shipping and I'm really cheap. So I like the fact that the shipping was free, which would be like 100 crowns for me if I had paid for it, so you know, I was happy about it. Yeah, so I got the complete brush kit and it came in this thingy. I actually dug it out for y'all. It had 12 brushes and then you got the free E25 travel size brush. It's really cute when it arrives. I really do like it, and then the thingy was loose and yeah. And it comes with instructions on like how to maintain your brushes and stuff, which I think is really good that they include. Then it also comes with this folder thingy. I call everything thingies. It's like 2 a.m. I can't really think. But it just tells you a bit about each brush and what type of bristles it got and yeah, whatnot. So I will just dive into my little review thingy. I'll actually go in the order that this is because I think that's really practical. Sorry if the brushes are dirty, by the way. I have not cleaned them. I just spontaneously decided to film this, so they might be dirty. They probably are. So the first brush that I'm going to talk about is the large powder brush, the F30. That my camera now doesn't have autofocus, but it looks like this. It's your pretty much average big powder brush. It's incredibly soft. It picks up the product. I use this for my MSF when I'm setting my liquid foundation. I do really like this, and it's really dense. However, I do find that this sheds a little bit. Not enough to really bother me, although I'm not actually bothered by shedding. It seems like everybody else is, but I'm not. But you know, if you're, it doesn't shed a lot, but it does shed some, and if you're easily bothered by that, you might, not really like this. However, I do love it, and I think it's a great size, because I like big brushes. For everything, I like big brushes. I like them big. Yeah, that's what I said. I just said it. So that's what she said, because I'm a girl. Ooh, shoo. Next is the foundation brush F60. And it's just your average little foundation brush. I don't actually like to apply foundation with this type of brush, so I haven't really gotten to use it. However, what I would use this for, which I still haven't done, but I would, is apply concealer to larger areas, because I do like this type of brush for that. It's insanely dense and soft and, amazing brush. However, I just don't really find a good use for this. But if you do, this is great, and, it's really dense and soft and amazing and full. And I do love that it's tapered so that it actually blends out. Next one is probably the dirtiest of the brushes, and it is the Sigma Duo Fiber Brush F50. This currently has some foundation on it. A lot of foundation, actually. It's pink. Well, it's beige, not pink. I use an NC shade, so it can't be pink. I had to do it, I'm sorry. This is just a duo fiber brush, which means that these black bristles are natural bristles, and then these longer, wider bristles, though right now they're colored, but they're white, are synthetic bristles, which will allow for a lighter application while still buffing, because if you just use this top thingy, it won't be as buffing. However, if you really work with it, it'll be more buffing thanks to this, and this also means that product will seep into your brush. And this supposedly gives you an airbrushed finish when you use it. I use this brush for I use this brush for liquid foundation whenever I use it. I find that it both stipples and swirls really well. It's super soft, and this also sheds a bit. I find that all the brushes with the black hairs actually shed. However, it's still not enough to bother me. And I've washed all of these a couple of times, so it's nothing that really goes away with washing. However, I'm not really bothered by it, so it's all good. I think this is an amazing brush. I do like the size of it because it's big, and you can easily swirl, and it feels amazing, basically. And then we have the only blush brush really included in this kit, and it is the large angled contour brush F40. And it's just this white, so I think it's goat hair. It's natural anyway. Yeah, it's natural. And then it's angled, tapered to a top. Now mine has dried a bit weird, so it's really fluffy because I accidentally dried it like this instead of like nice. That just happens. I use this for my blush every day, and if I am using a contour, I will use it for that as well. I do also find that you can easily use this for bronzer simply because of the shape, that you can easily get into everywhere we want your bronzer. I just really do love this brush. This brush does not shed, and I find that it's one of those wonderful brushes that apply and blend at the same time. I love this brush. Then we have the concealer F70, and it's just your basic concealer brush. It's pretty much a mini size of the F60. It's really cute when you put them together, I think, because I'm really weird like that. I don't find that I use this as much because I do not really like this type of brush for concealer. However, it is great for spot concealing if you really want to pack on a concealer somewhere, but I don't find that I can actually blend with this brush, so I still have to go in with my finger, and then I'd rather just do that from the beginning. But yeah, it's really dense, and it also has a bit of a tapered, which is tapered kind of edgy thingy, which is amazeballs. So that is it for the face brushes. Oh, also, you can use this concealer brush for eyeshadow. In case you did not know that, it's brilliant for it. So then on to the eye brushes. Dun, 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 dun. First off, it's the medium angled shading brush E70. I'll just show up a blurry of it. They claim that it's ideal to apply highlighter to your upper brow bone or your inner corner. Yes, I would say it works really well for that. I find that I most likely will just grab this brush, really quickly do it, or you can even apply color to the lid with this, and it's amazing if you want to do just that quick wash of color all over your eyelid and your crease. You can just grab this, because this can work really great into the crease thanks to its angled shape. You can also use it for highlighter on your cheekbones if you really want that kind of more precise application of it. Then we have the eye shading brush E55. It's really dense. It's more of a stubbier brush. It's not really long bristled. It's quite thick. You can see. Really dense and nice, and it's flat. It's really flat. So this is mostly recommended for applying and packing on color to the lid, which is what I use it for. I do also use this for applying highlighter underneath my eyebrow, or to blend out some harsh edges, because it can do that really well thanks to its condensity. Next up is the E30 pencil brush. It just looks like this. It's the mine is really dirty, but like you can see that it's like it has an edge. This is made for more precise work, obviously. I use it for the lower lash line mostly, or the upper lash line if I want to apply like a shadow as an eyeliner, or if you want a really precise color in the crease or outer corner. This is brilliant. I do love this for the lower lash line simply because it'll blend as it goes, and I really do like that in a brush, because if you just kind of put it on its side like this and apply like that, it'll blend with these lower bristles while still applying with the top bristles. Next brush is the large shader E60. This is really large. When I first saw it, I was like, whoa, what is that? Although I've gotten used to it, but it's still really big. If I can show you, like here is my nose and here's brush, like it's big. I would say if you're in centimeters, I would say like a bit over 1 centimeter wide. Sigma claims that this is a great brush for applying cream eyeshadow or eyeshadow primers. I haven't actually done that because don't really use any cream shadows whatsoever. The eye primer that I use works best blended with the finger. However, this is also great for packing on color on the lid, or if you want that wash of everything, you can use this. However, it's a bit stiffer in the crease, so you have to kind of work a bit. I also use this for a bigger application, like a wider application of highlighter underneath my brow bone. Next up is the E40 tapered blending brush. I use this for more of a softer kind of work in the crease, or if I just really want to slap on a neutral color in the crease, just add some definition, I'll use this brush simply because it'll not really pack on the color at the same time as it will blend it as you go, so you don't have to go in with a separate brush to blend. This is my favorite brush for concealer. Now I know what y'all thinking, you're like, this can't pack on concealer. Except it can while blending it, while not packing it on in like layers, but it's like smoothing it out and making it just the right coverage. You can use this, I use this with my MAC Studio Finish concealer, so you know that's a pot concealer and it works, especially on blemishes. It's wonderful. You just kind of pat it on and they blend, and it works brilliantly. And I also use this underneath my eyes and it just blends out beautifully. So I do really like this brush. The next brush is the small angled brush E65. This really is a small angled brush. It's quite wide though. If you can see that, that really doesn't look wide. However, if I do compare it to one of my H&M angled brushes, you can see that this is Sigma and this is H&M. You can see that it is a lot wider, and this one is a lot slimmer. Therefore, I haven't ever actually used this with my fluid line, simply because I don't think that it would apply quite the precise line. Obviously though, you could kind of manipulate it, which is brilliant, but I haven't actually tried that. I probably should. But I use this every day for my eyebrows, because I actually mix two eyeshadows for my eyebrows, and this is brilliant. It can do both really natural and it can do really like harsh edges. I do also like this because it's super dense, and thanks to its kind of wider shape, it gets the job done quicker. Last brush from this kit is the eyeliner E05. Why couldn't it just be called 5? Because it had to have two numbers, but nobody really needs those two numbers, now do they? This looks like this. It's like your typical eyeliner brush, and I don't personally really like this type of brush for an eyeliner. I prefer my H&M little really narrow angled brush. However, if you know, because I like to kind of really work on it for a while, this doesn't give me the precision that I feel like I get with a flatter brush. However, if I want just a really, this is going to sound so weird, I'm not going to be able to say this, but if I don't really want that obvious of a flick with an eyeliner, I will get a bit on this, and then I'm just going to work on this for a while until I see like it looks like a natural shadow going out there, and that's what I really find that I use this brush for. Or if I want to apply just a shadow on the upper lash line, it's great. Yeah, but I don't really find too much use for this brush. And then the last brush is the one that I got for free, kind of for free, and it's the Sigma E25 blending brush. This is really dirty. And this is super soft. This is brilliant. So this just blends awesomely, and it also applies color in the crease really well, because it'll do as the E40 and it'll blend out as it goes, which I find freaking brilliant in a brush. So I do really like this, and if you don't get this like mini size, I would recommend getting a full size of this because I do love it. So those are my thoughts on the individual brushes in the kit. So my all-around thoughts about the complete brush kit. Do I love it? Yes. Do I use it every day? Yes. I like that it really was a great price for it. You know, I thought it was freaking brilliant, and the fact that I was able to get the shipping for free, I thought was amazing, and hopefully Sigma will do more deals like that, because then I'll go back and I'll get some brushes that I still want. Yeah, I do think it's brilliant. Just to shed a bit. However, if you're not really bothered by that, don't let that stop you, because it's not too worrisome. Yeah, and I think that if you're starting out with absolutely no brushes, do get the complete kit, because you will be able to find everything. You have your concealer, you have your foundation, you have your light application of blush or foundation or highlighter, you have powder, you have a blush, you have a contour. Then you have a packing brush, you do have a highlighting brush, big for cream, you have an eyebrow brush, you have a pencil brush, you have a blending brush, you have an eyeliner brush, and then you most likely will get another blending brush. I think that this kit does actually have everything you need, and I already had a bit of a brush collection when I bought this. These have most definitely replaced some of my other brushes. Yeah, and I don't regret the purchase whatsoever. It's totally worth it. However, there are obviously some things that could be better. So I do like big brushes. However, if you have smaller eyes, I don't know if I could really recommend this kit for you. Simply because even the blending brush that's meant to be blending brush is really big. Like, really big. And if you have smaller eyes, you know, that will probably take up your entire lid space. And so that, I do think that that's something to consider. I definitely feel like those brushes are more appropriate, if you call it that, for people with slightly bigger eyes. However, the face brush is, you know, really universal. But yeah, that is my little review of the Sigma Makeup Complete Brush Kit. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I do really love the kit. I will see you guys later.